What's like all the rubbery things on your key rings there?
Oh, it's a bit obnoxious, isn't it?
It's a lot.
No, I just
honestly,
was interested in what they are.
Every time I get a package from Sorry I'm Busy, the brand, they always have them in there, and I didn't know what to do with them because I had so many, so I just put them all on.
She's gotten a few packages.
She has.
She's gotten a few packages.
Really?
I'm happy to do a little plug there. They're the best.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
What do they do?
Like clothes?
We love them.
Yeah, we do.
very
You'd see their
trendy.
shorts
Yeah.
everywhere at the minute.
Really?
Those colourful ones with the I'm Busy little patches all over them. If I showed you, you would.
You look very trendy. You look particularly into style and stuff.
I do. I love it. I try.
We
I do
can
try.
probably take a thing or two.
I know. If you have any tips whatsoever, what do you have any tips for guys for dressing? What would you recommend?
Oh God, I don't know.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
No, jorts is definitely the vibe at the minute.
Oh, I don't know if I have it
I
in
wasn't
me.
sure if I was allowed to say that because I'm literally wearing them myself.
Yeah,
but
you're wearing
I'm
jorts.
not sure if I want to match with him at the same time, but we can whip them out
Oh,
on different
matching.
occasions.
Yeah.
We're going to have to wake up in the morning and organise who's wearing their jorts.
You know, I think screams fashion to me on a girl is wearing a blazer.
Oh, mate, that'll
Like a
just
blazer
about do me.
moment?
That is- yeah.
Yeah?
I like a blazer.
Like casually and dressed up, or is this like a when she's all dressed up?
Oh,
like a
we don't
sleek
think that
blazer
deep.
look?
We just said
Any time of the day, a blazer.
Just hit him with the blazer and
I'm waking up
tick.
and I'm putting a blazer on.
blazer on.
All right.
I'm liking that.
that's our type, I think.
I feel like, yeah, my fashion's very like just sportswear, which is concerning.
Yeah.
You know?
For you, as in that's what you wear, or
Yeah.
that's what you like?
No, just for me.
Right.
You know, I need
You're
to
fitting
scrub up.
happier then, because that's all people wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's why we
Exercise
like it.
gear or bathers. You can't really get anything else in the mix up here.
Bathers, yeah. What do you think of budgies on guys?
Oh, this is a hot question.
A point of contention.
Because I'm gonna say no,
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
but
Take that one out.
We didn't have
there's a few exceptions. Like if I like you, it's a yes.
Okay.
But if I don't like you, it's a massive ick.
Right. What if... Jesus.
Do you know what I mean?
Complications.
It is complicating. So one of your mates could wear them and you're like, yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh, I'm like whatever.
Okay.
But like if I'm on like a date, say, and like we're going to the beach.
Yeah.
If we're teetering on like I'm not sure if I like you, it's probably gonna go downhill pretty fast.
Yeah.
But if I'm really keen, it's not gonna bother me.
And you're caught out in the ocean with your budgies on. Your budgies.
I'll get some rip curl ones just to play it safe then.
Hannah's grabbed her keys with all the rubber bands to it and left.
She left something in her car again.
Yeah, no.
She did.
Should we do an intro, mate?
Yeah, oh yeah, true. I was just saying, just before we do that, Hannah was about to try and leave. So we said that we're going to lock the studio door. So it should be a good podcast, everyone. Hope you enjoy it. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got a huge podcast day. This is the 95 Fitness podcast. I'm joined with Anabolic. Gab, how are you? How did you sleep?
If you guys didn't know, this is recording live from the Gold Coast. Keelan, do your little intro thing.
Yep.
But mate, I am very well. I'm on today, absolutely on one, and I slept really well. But again, no one cares about that.
No, we
No
don't.
one cares about how you slept or how you are.
I want to know how Hannah slept.
Yeah.
111 eps strong. Hannah slept laying down.
She slept laying down.
She did. Not
Did she?
too bad.
That's good.
Yeah, me and Vicky had a pretty decent sleep.
Really?
Is Vicky your dog?
Vicky is my dog. Yes.
What breed?
Chihuahua.
Oh.
I should have bought her.
You should have.
Yeah.
That would have been cute.
She's the best.
Yeah. So sleeping lying down is something you've been doing for
Yeah, usually
20
it's usually my go-to. 23 years strong.
23
now.
are the best.
Yeah.
Have you ever slept standing up? Is my question.
No, but maybe we should try it one time. Have you?
Yeah.
You got any handy hints?
I'll give it a go.
I think horses do, don't they?
Horses
Correct
do,
me
but
if I'm
they have.
wrong.
I used to ride horses actually. They have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good question.
We're fucking weird around here. I'm telling you. So just FYI.
Built different at this table.
Yeah, we are. No, just weird.
Yeah.
Horses have this ability in their muscles where they can lock all their muscles, and then they just fall asleep. But if
Right.
they didn't have that ability,
They would just fall over.
they
would
would just
not?
fall over because they fall asleep.
That's cool, actually. I've never wondered
Yeah.
how or why it works, but there you go.
Well, there you go. We got more. And also, just on that topic, if they if that mechanism doesn't work, then I'm pretty sure they die.
It's like a handbrake.
Yeah, literally.
Stunning.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope they keep working.
Now I want to try sleeping standing up.
Yeah. Could you sleep sitting down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, shit, yeah. Isn't that what you're doing? Like
A plane?
playing a car?
Yeah.
We're not driving it, but
Yeah.
True. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, come on, mate. Seriously. I think I used to live in Singapore. Another crazy fact
Another
about me.
one. You're just
I
full
can
of
keep
these,
going
aren't
on
Who
that.
brought this guy? It's the weirdest bloke.
Yeah. And when I lived in Singapore, they're heavy on like quick power naps and stuff. Predominantly like the Singaporeans. So they'd sleep on this train standing up. It was hectic. They'd hold onto the rail and like literally start
Actually.
snoring. Yeah. So
So maybe it does work.
I know.
Do you ever get that thing where you're sleeping and you fall?
Yeah, nothing worse.
What if you're on the train and that happens? It'd just be very embarrassing.
I'd be there to catch you, mate. I gotta.
That
you
was
could
really wholesome.
Sleep on my
There's
shoulder.
a lot of love at this table.
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself, please, Hannah? I'd love to know who and what you do. Firstly, wait, let's
I'm
start
gonna
off.
cheer me up with some help, and then that's the question that you ask. Just tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
I feel like I'm doing like a Love Island intro or something.
Yeah, have you done Love Island?
No.
Would you?
You would have
I-
got asked like
I
100
have
times.
been asked, and I kind of went through the audition thing for it, but
Not for you.
no, it just got to a bit later in the auditions, and they just wanted all they wanted was some gossip and me to say some things about a certain someone, and I wasn't really down for it. So
Would you do any of the reality TVs? If you had to do one, which one would you do?
I would love to fuck up Big Brother.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
Is
think.
that
I feel like,
interesting because you take me as like a Love Island person instead? Not as
no,
like
I thought you were more Beauty and the Geek. You being the
Oh, okay.
geek, by the way.
I was gonna say. So you think I'm dumb?
No, I said geek. Not true. I want to
No.
know about you, please.
Okay, I don't know what I meant to say to
Your
that.
name.
though.
You're originally from Melbourne.
I'm originally from Melbourne. I'm 23.
Mm-hmm.
I live with my parents up here now. My whole family moved from Melbourne to the Gold Coast. I have a dog, a little chihuahua.
Cookie.
Biscuit.
Fuck, it is close. Biscuit.
Subway sandwich.
And yeah, I don't know what else.
Yeah. So you do social media full time.
I
You
do.
run a clothing label.
I've done social media full time since I finished school. And then I've had a clothing label, I want to say, for about 3 years now.
How's that going? That's awesome. I had a look at your clothing label by Hannah Orval. It's massive.
It's been an experience. It's been very up and down. I started it literally just as something to do in COVID. I feel like everyone found like a little something to just do because we were all fucking locked in the house for 2 years. And it was doing really well. I was doing it just like all on my own. And then it's the old, you get approached by someone, they promised you the world,
Oh yeah.
deliver you an atlas, that old chestnut. So I kind of wasted a year or so there, went back out on my own, did the same thing again, wasted another year or two just getting like kind of fucked around a bit. But I'm back doing it my own. So I'm hopeful that I can I've learned all the lessons the hard way, let's put it that way.
Yeah. That's the way to go. You mentioned
Yeah.
you moved out of school straight into social media. Like
Yeah.
that's great. So you were 18, was it, when you started social media?
Oh, younger. I started socials probably in like 10 maybe, so probably like 16.
It's a lot for a young brain.
But you know what?
Yeah.
That's not even weird because like people in America do it so young. I think it was
I feel
just
like
weird.
it's different now. I feel like back then that was super random. I
Yeah.
feel like we were kind of like the first into all of that. Like
Yeah.
now it's just like it's normal as shit. But back then I feel like it was super weird.
Because I remember, for everyone who doesn't know, Hannah and I somehow went to the same school, which is like the most random thing ever.
Ooh.
I was a year above her, ended a different campus, so never like brushed shoulders or anything. But I just remember always hearing about like this like influencer girl who's like really famous and went to my school, and like it's
Really?
crazy and so young as well. I think particularly in Australia, like it's weird, like not really been done before, particularly like that age. Like what age did you say you started?
I reckon I started getting like the followers and like that kind of stuff about 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's hectic. What
was.
kind of content predominantly were you putting out?
Oh, honestly, it was just like the most organic lifestyle content ever. Like what kind of niche or what kind of content you created or anything. It wasn't even a thing back then. You literally would just post a photo of exactly what you were doing, where you were, and like that was that. So I guess I would say it was like lifestyle based. But yeah, it was literally just like whatever.
Yeah, and then all that content obviously helped like with your clothing label. Are you able to
Down
kind
the
of
track, yeah.
funnel a lot of your followers into the clothing?
Yeah, obviously
side.
having that base helped later in life when I wanted to start the clothing label. But yeah, I don't know.
What about like growing up obviously like angry dad and all of that, like growing up as a part of that whole kind of process and the social media, the media behind that. How did you find that through school? Like, did you relish that? I feel like a young individual
was traumatic.
could enjoy it or not.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So traumatic.
I hated it. Honestly, I didn't hate like this, like the actual like media or anything like that. I feel like it was all pretty sweet. I feel like we've never really fell in any hot water until like later in life when I think we were all old enough to kind of cope with it. But having like an image or whatever in high school was literally the worst experience for me going through school ever. I hated.
Why? What made it bad?
I don't know. I feel like you think about it and like you'd think everyone would be like love to get around you and like would be all over it. But it was just so not like that for me. Everyone would make fun of me or.
Especially not girls. Girls are brutal to each other.
Yeah. Oh, the girls definitely. Was
Yeah.
brutal. I don't know if it was like if it's a jealousy thing. I guess like
It would
maybe
be.
coming like through at school at that age maybe. I
Well-
would have taken it as a jealousy thing, but yeah, it definily didn't help me through school at all.
Yeah.
I think it would be like that deep-rooted jealousy and like insecurity from other people because like you see this girl at your school, you can't even crack like 100 likes. You know, back in school, like I remember likes were like, that's like your ego right there. If you can pull 100 likes, 500 likes, remember girls in our year, this girl cracked 1,000 likes. She is literally like Kim Kardashian. See Hannah Orval walking past the lockers and she's got 100,000 likes in a photo.
Knock her down.
You're probably going to be knocking her down and justifying every single, like that's just that deep-rooted like
today.
jealousy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely didn't help me getting a foot in the door with anyone.
What about early days? Like, did you ever have any crazy kind of media stories? Like, were there ever any paparazzi and stuff following you to school or anything like that?
No, it definitely wasn't that bad. It's always been, I feel like, very low key in a weird way. Like, I feel like we've never hit the end of like media craze where it's like been anything that drastic. I feel like it's always been really low key no matter how big any platform got. It's always just been like a really amazing group of like followers. Like that's where the interactions and the media come from, is like anyone who like follows our platforms. It's always like if we were walking around, we'd get like the haze and like can we get a photos and stuff like that. But it's never been like media craze in that way.
Do you ever pinch yourself that like you were in like a family that's like social media based or like with the media thing? Like people asking you for photos. That's pretty crazy.
Still wigs me out to this
Yeah.
very day, especially because like at the time, like when we kind of hit like our kind of craze, it kind of became a little bit normal, because especially when my brother started dating Chloe. Chloe
Yeah.
was a massive platform and like figure around then as well. So like the craze she would get and like we would see, it all kind of became normalized a little bit. But then once we like made the move, and then I think everyone in Melbourne kind of got used to us in a sense. Like we were also still just like locals as well. So it all kind of became normal. And then I think once we moved up here and we got it a little bit at the start again, it was a bit like, oh fuck, like I forgot this was like a thing. Like
Yeah.
I forgot like, why do you want a photo with us or like me or like whatever? But yeah, so maybe it got a little bit weird again when we got up here. I think we all might have forgotten, but it's pretty chill. Everyone's very chill.
Just for those that don't know, was the catalyst behind it all the Angry Dad stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So what year did that start?
I couldn't even tell you, because like shit like that has been filmed in my house ever since I can remember. Like
Really?
our house is like that 24/7. Like I think that's what people like don't understand, is it's always like, oh, like, you know, is it teed up, or like, you know, is it scripted, or like he puts it on, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And it's like, I swear to fucking God, like if you were a fly on our wall, the inside of my house was that chaotic and loud and angry and just like full of shit nonstop.
Yeah.
Like nonstop. And my brother just happened to put it on Facebook one time, I reckon it was, so that his friends could see it. Because I think he used to post them on his Snap stories. And then obviously, like once other people wanted to see it, he wasn't going to post it there, because back then Snapchat was fairly intimate.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have that many people on it. And then he just posted one on Facebook and it just went viral, and then everyone wanted to see it and they just kept posting them.
I used to watch them religiously.
Yeah, that's unreal. And that's probably why people like love them, because they couldn't tell whether they were staged or not, because they were like pretty organic. Your brother's just pissing off your dad and then getting a
And,
pretty
like,
organic reaction.
That's why it could be so organic, because it literally was.
Yeah.
And like they would do that all the time. They'd only film the occasional one, or like set up the occasional one where it was a bit more like thought had to go into like where they would hide or like shit like that. But other little things would happen all the time.
So-
all the time.
So from there, like you've grown this following. How do you then like continue it? So like, did your brother start like posting more on public platforms and stuff? Did you get brand deals from there? Like in terms of the Angry Dad stuff, like how did you grow it from like Facebook's videos on Facebook?
Honestly, they did the occasional brand deal if they would like incorporate something into one of the videos, but it never really came from media deals or anything. It literally was just such a hype of people wanting to watch that it just grew on its own.
Yeah, I get that. Did your dad go on a reality TV show?
I don't think so.
No, he didn't. Oh, I don't know why.
The fact that I'm like, I don't know, did he?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Maybe he did. I feel like I
think
feel
he played
I'm
footy,
a
didn't he?
celebrity on Get Me Out of Here.
No.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Fev? I think Fev did that.
Yeah,
You thinking
Fev
of
did that. Close.
Maybe you're thinking of footy because he played footy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played footy back in the heyday.
Interesting.
Louis, what
I
if
don't know.
we started doing pranks on each other in the house?
Mate, if you ever fucking come near me with one of those pranks, I'm not doing it. We literally, I sat Tom and Gab down. We didn't actually sit, I didn't sit them down, but I said,
It's a conversation.
it's a conversation if we're not doing pranks, right? Like if anyone puts water on my face while I'm
You're like,
sleeping.
this is a safe space.
Yeah, like it's not going to end well. You know,
Yeah.
it could be good for content though,
Yeah.
by the looks of it.
Pouring like milk on each other. I don't know.
Have you done many pranks yourself?
No, I was definitely a backseater in all of it. They G me up to get in like every now and then to just like, I guess it's a different kind of G up when it's like me asking to do something or getting involved because,
Yeah.
you know, they prank him or like get him G'd up just by like being physical or like scaring him or something. But this is a bit more of like an emotional G up for him when I'm involved.
Yeah.
I did the occasional, but I
Oh,
definitely
what kind
liked
of
the
stuff?
background.
Like you.
I can't remember the ones I was in. It was like, can I go to schoolies? And he'd get G'd up about that.
Yeah.
Or it was like,
Classic.
we woke up and one of Mitchell's friends was in my bed.
Yeah.
He found like a condom in
poor
my boot
bloke.
or whatever.
Oh, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your youngest, your pure daughter,
Yeah.
ripping your hair out.
They
mate.
were striking a different spot for him. But
Would you ever wind back the clock and bring on some pranks?
I think it's just hard now because it happened so organically living together.
Yeah.
And because we don't live together anymore, it's like it just doesn't happen and I would never do it just by myself.
Is
So.
there an element of you that kind of misses that, you know, the family chemistry, all living together, having the brothers in?
Definitely. I mean, we all literally live so close. So I had a place, my parents had a place, and my brother had a place in the same building. I'm back with my parents now, but we're in the same building still, and my other brother lives 10 minutes down the road, like walking. So
Yeah.
like we're all very close, but literally all being in the same house is the best thing ever.
What about like the shift to Gold Coast from Melbourne? How did you find that?
It all happened so quickly. So I was kind of just fucking around, applying for some places because everyone was saying the rental market up here was just like wild. And I'd never done a rental application before. So I was like, I'm just going to put in one
They're
to
hard.
just see like what I even have to do. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I have to do. So I literally just fucked around and submitted one. And within like 10 days, we got approved, packed and moved up.
Really?
Yeah, me and my mum.
And then you love it here.
Yeah.
It's a spot.
I think for the first like year and a half, maybe like year, I was convinced I would never live here.
Really?
Yeah, I was just so attached to Melbourne in so many ways. And I was just like, oh, it's like good for now, but I'll move back. Oh. And in the last maybe like 5 or 6 visits to Melbourne, it's just been like, I've finally lost that attachment like little bit by little bit. And now I don't ever see myself
You're
leaving.
a Gold Coast girl.
What do you think's like kind of hooked you? Like what elements of the Gold Coast over Melbourne have hooked you into like I just can't see myself living back in Melbourne?
I think I like really missed my friends and stuff, but going back there, it's like you forget that everyone has their own lives. So it's like I'd move back, but everyone has their 9 to 5. Everyone has their boyfriends now. Everyone's living with a partner or living out of home or like living with someone, and like you go back and it's the same people doing the same thing every week. And it's just like up here is just so much more wholesome. And as much as I miss like the intimacy of the friendships I had back in Melbourne, my day-to-day mental and physical health, like Monday to Friday, bar missing like going out on weekends and stuff with my friends, is just like unmatched. You just can't beat it.
Do you go out a whole lot less in the Gold Coast as well?
Yeah, definitely.
That's a win.
That's what we're kind of separated ourselves from it, but Melbourne, and no hate to if you're a listener and you're doing this in Melbourne, but bloody hell, the same people going
Yes.
out, absolutely sending themselves at the same
Yeah.
establishments, Friday, Sunday, maybe even a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe even a Thursday in there. And
Yeah.
it's like, geez, it's not.
True though, like I go back to Melbourne a year later and it's the same people walking into the same place on Chapel at the same time every Saturday and walking out at the same time
I
Sunday
always
morning.
get kicked back from that place because I never had girls with me.
It's a thing. I think it's a thing.
Do you have a list there actually? Because I'm.
I'd go
planning
if
to
I could get in, to be honest. It looks
fucking
like a
go
lot
if
of
I
fun.
It's just so repetitive.
Swinging those lights and stuff. I really want to do it. Looks really fun, actually.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'll fly down there for a weekend to go.
Fuck
like,
it, let's
it's
go.
fun.
Yeah, tonight.
But I don't need it every weekend.
Yeah,
It's too
it's so
easy.
true.
It's too easy to just fall into like doing the same shit.
I think that's what we want. Like, that's what we're looking for, Gab, I reckon. Is it like that less of the temptation of going out every week? And there's the temptation isn't even really there.
No.
But in Melbourne, you have 3 months of no sun, which makes me clinically depressed, I reckon. It's like so unhealthy.
That is a thing for sure.
Yeah.
Like weather and mental health, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, 100%. What about for you? Like, have you managed to get a good group of friends in the Gold Coast?
Yes, that's definitely helped. I think that first like year living up here, I felt so out of place is why I was also so like obsessed with going back. But now I have a beautiful group of girls up here and it's definitely made me feel like a lot more at home here. So it's been really good.
Yeah, that's a ticket. What about by Hannah Orval? I want to get into more like business things.
I've
Yes.
seen lots of nice bikinis on lots of actually very
bodies,
diverse like
beautiful
range of
girls.
models. All girls are beautiful inside and out.
Amen.
Just making sure I say the right
Absolutely
things.
they are.
Yep. Tick.
And yeah, let's get into the bikinis and fashion and your brand.
What else you got? Do you like create the products yourself?
Yeah, so I
Or
was
design?
working with a team. So they would have like the designers and that kind of stuff, and we'd sit down and just like brainstorm. We'd like go back and forth with each other because you have to, we'd see like what we think will be in season, like by the time like manufacturing will be done and stuff. So I would have like a team that I would kind of like bounce off. I'd send them something and they'd come back and then we just keep going, which was really great to have like a few brains to bounce off. But obviously I'm back doing it myself now, so it's literally all my job.
Did you find like
Yes.
too many chefs spoil the broth?
Definitely.
You would.
I lost control.
Yes.
I lost the control. Like it was my name, my brand, my money, my everything. But they were telling me what to do.
No.
no,
And I'm like, I get it. Like I'm a young girl and they think they could like
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a pushover. And I was, to be fair. Like I'm not a
Well, you're
pushover. But
young. Yeah.
Yeah. If there's like a grown man telling me what to do, it's a bit hard for me to be like, no.
Especially like they gas you up as well. It's like if we do this, then like your
Yeah.
clothing label could be worth 50 million.
100%
Like they gas you up every time.
Yep.
Because they need you to be excited. Like they
Yeah.
need you to like I could be worth like 100 million if I just do this, this, and this. Because excited people sell shit.
Yeah.
So like you see why they do it, but it's not
Yeah.
overly ethical.
Yeah, and I can see it from a business point of view. Like, it's their business and they know what they want. And, like, fair enough, I get that. But I would definitely rather, looking back, do it myself. So that's what we're going to go from
Yeah.
here again.
Awesome. What about for people starting out, like a clothing label and stuff? Do you have any tips for them?
Oh, God. Make
Starting
sure
from
you love it.
scratch.
Make sure it's something you really want to do because it takes money and it takes time and it takes a lot of mental health and like shit like that. So like if you want to do it, fuck yeah. Like go for it. I think everyone has the ability to do it if they want to. But make sure you want to because it's an investment.
Yeah. How do you like weeding out those people who are trying to? It's so hard when you're.
Impossible.
I feel like we're getting good at it now, you and I, like who actually has the right intentions for us. You've probably, gone through a lot of that where people don't have the right intentions.
Oh
so,
shit, yeah. But
yeah.
I feel like you've learned that the hard way every time.
Yeah.
So you're building up the brand. It was with like a larger kind of group of people. Now you're doing it all yourself.
Yep.
What's kind of the trajectory? What direction are you heading in? Are you coming out with like new collections, for seasons, or do you just have like a base kind of setup?
Yeah, so all of my stock and everything was still happening in Melbourne and literally every other state but this state I had my business working from.
Yep.
But I finally got it all up on the Goldie. I've got like a little warehouse here now. It's kind of like a little office space. So I pick and pack everything myself now.
Wow.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, towards like a lot of the last few months, things have been a bit more crazy trying to figure out where I'm at the minute and less of a planning for the future type thing. But I think my next steps is literally just finding my own feet again and then like planning next steps.
Do you design the things yourself? Like, that's your
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
hard to do.
Yeah, it's funny because I was never a creative person in school. Like, at all. Like, not even a little bit. I loved numbers. Like, I was your math girl.
Really?
Yeah, I loved math
Good
and
stuff.
that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think I got so bored in COVID that you had to get creative.
Got the
You had to
drawing
just
book
do
out.
Shit. Yeah.
Figure something out. Do you?
So,
What are like goals by Hannah Orval? What's to come?
what is to come? Fuck.
Are you
what
going
is
to do?
to come?
We were just at the Melbourne Fashion Festival.
Ooh.
I could see your stuff
And
going
you
down
guys
the
are
road.
questioning your fashion. There's obviously got to be a little
Nah,
something.
we
something.
We were just confident with what we wore, and we all picked three
But
random
that
things.
is fashion though.
That's fashion.
Yep.
See,
That is fashion.
that's what I'm saying.
Especially these days, it can be like as ugly, as quirky, and as like
We were ugly.
wrong, but you just
Tick,
have to wear it
tick.
with confidence. I feel like that's it though.
Yeah, I'm trying to be confident.
Yeah.
So Mal, is that a goal? Like, do you want to do fashion shows and stuff? And can we be front row?
Yeah.
Also, we had an idea just on this. We're going to do mic'd up sessions of us at the fashion festival because we had some great calls as the models
Oh,
are
did
walking
you?
past. Yeah.
We would have got cancelled.
I was gonna say, are they ones that could actually be put anywhere? Though?
Well, it was
Or
about
these
the
are kept
outfits.
off? Okay.
Yeah. But
so just like ugly though, like I guess that's pretty
yeah, that
offensive.
fucking sucks.
To the-
as they walk past.
I feel like that's still pretty offensive
Okay.
to the guy or girl that
Maybe
made
not. But
it.
we could. Here's the plan because it's like a competition against the other brands. We could say bad things about all the other
to
brands
G up another one.
and good.
Which
yeah, good
that
things
is
about yours.
amazing. That's
Wow.
genius.
She's done it again. We could be like tennis commentators. Jim Courier. She's done it again. Incredible.
You got a good voice, man. I like it.
Hannah Orval. Yeah, that's interesting. What else do you have on that run sheet, Gav?
Well, I wanted to ask Hannah. Right, this is something I've had a bit of a debate with. Brand deals versus your own stuff. What we saying here?
What specifically?
Like you get offered a bag to do a brand deal, right? And it might be a cool product too, or develop your own line, also make a living from it. Like what? And I know for me, like some of the brand deals have ended up not being that good. Things go wrong. You have your issues, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You have your issues with like your own stuff
Anything,
too,
yeah.
but like overall, like what do you have to say on it? Because there's a lot of like influencers that are like coming up these days, and you get exploited by different brands coming out.
Yeah.
Like, do you have anything to say on that?
I guess it's the two very different ball games. Like you can very easily do both. Like I do both, but I think there's just different levels. I don't want to say of effort because I don't think people understand the amount of effort that people go into for content creation.
Yeah.
Like you guys would understand because you create content yourselves.
Yep.
But like people think you literally just fucking whip out a camera, take a photo, and there's like you're making your bank for the week. So like people don't understand the effort that these people go into. So when I say it's different kinds of effort, like you've got like having your own brand, you need like all the work leading up to all the money, the investment, all of that. So like it just depends where you want to put your effort. You want to put your effort, like if you're a creative soul, then just doing brand deals to me just makes sense. But like if you want to do like the business end of things and like really build something of your own, then obviously like building a brand is something that you would want to do. But
Have you had any brand deal nightmares? Like we obviously don't need names, but any, or you can all name them if you
I'll
want.
fucking name them. Hey, that's
Do
what
it on
we're
this
here
one.
for.
Yeah.
No,
Punching
to be
bag
honest,
out.
I've been pretty lucky. I think
Yep.
the worst things, obviously, not getting paid can be a bit of an issue.
Would hate for that to happen.
Yeah.
So that's always a thing. I feel like anyone's going to get that at some point. Or just like creating content and then a brand pulls out before. And it's
Oh,
just like,
imagine that.
Too bad. We just
Surely
don't
it's
want to do it
money
anymore.
first, though.
Yeah, money, coin first. Like half up front.
That's as bad as it's gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing too hectic.
What about who's your favourite brand you've gotten to work with?
My favorite brand? I love Princess Polly. They're a local business. They're fabulous
Studios.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
you
you
go.
go. Was meant to, maybe that was why it was in my head because
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
No, they're lovely. I work with them all the time. I shop with them, wear them. So like it's very organic for me, which I love.
That's cool, but a bit of like a vibe change here. I want to talk about like dating, male-female dynamics. I don't know exactly what to talk about, so we'll just like hit record and see where it goes from there. But like perfect first date, asking for a friend, like I'm
he
asking.
needs a lot of help. At the
Yeah,
moment, Hannah, so can we
like
throw
day
him a
dot,
bone?
like give me something here, please. I'm asking Hannah Orval on a date, like what's the perfect first date? Like you mentioned budgie smugglers, I won't be wearing budgie smugglers.
Yeah, we got footies.
That one's sorted.
Yeah.
I've got a
That
pair of
one's in the
shorts.
bank.
No
yeah.
shit.
What else should I do?
I think a perfect first date. I'm two kinds of. I love just like a couple of drinks and dinner. You know, it's
Nothing
an
better.
intimate. It's like not too intimate because like you're in a public space. But you've got time to chat, have a couple of drinks. You're not as nervous after a couple of fucking wines, which I would definitely
Glug
need.
the bottle.
Helps.
Yeah.
So I do love that. I love a little wine and dine. But something fun. Like, I would love someone to just team me up and be like, hey, let's go do like a fucking escape room. Or like,
Love an escape room.
I'm literally obsessed with them. I fucking love them.
Yeah.
But I don't like get why people don't do that as often. Like, I feel like dinner and drinks is always nice. So like, it's a safe bet. But fuck, let's go do something fun and like really, really random.
Dinner and drinks.
That leads
that
me to
too
my
long?
question you're thinking.
Yeah.
Who pays for the bill?
No, I'm
here?
not worried about that.
Oh, well, I'm asking.
Obviously,
Well, yeah.
but I'll pay. But I find it too much for the first date.
Like, too long?
Yeah,
sitting
too
together?
long. And eating as well. I always get like
Does that make you
self-conscious
nervous?
about,
God, I
terrified.
thought
I'm
that was a
tucking.
fucking- I
Yeah,
thought that was a me thing.
I haven't eaten all day. I'm starving.
No, that stresses me out too, but like, what else do you do?
I think
Like,
just
would you
drinks.
rather sit there at
I'd-
a table and not do anything? Oh, okay, I get just drinks. That works.
Like a good wine bar.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say. I was
Yeah.
going to say Louis
No, I
loves
like
a good
that.
wine bar.
I've rolled out a wine bar a few times.
No,
every
I definitely
time.
like that. I like
Yeah.
the pressure of not having to like fucking spit food on you or something. So I do like
Yeah.
I'd back that
Some
over.
guys might like that if you spat food on them.
fair. Each their own, but
Could
you're gonna
be
have
good
to
stuff.
figure that out the hard way.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only problem.
I heard someone said to me, coffee dates is the best.
But you see, I feel like, and I could be very wrong, I probably am, but like you want to do like nighttime later in the day because that
it's
shows
a bit
like
more of a vibe.
vibe.
But also, like, you have,
Amalfi.
I don't know about you guys, but I drink my coffee in 1 minute.
It's
Like, once I
same.
start
I get
sipping, I
bullied for
don't
it.
stop.
Yeah.
So it's like, where to from there? Do we just sit here and talk for an hour with
Now what?
nothing between us?
But I think that's the point.
Or-
Is like you can. It's like
Oh,
a
it's
quick,
like an in and out.
quick getaway.
Okay.
It's like you
So you're
go
just
in,
catching the
have a
vibe.
chat, catch the
But
vibe.
if you do like it, you could like walk with each other for another 45 minutes to an
see?
hour, let's
or
say.
you could say we'll get breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
Okay, no, it's not getting well received.
no.
Cross it out.
I don't know about a coffee and a walk maybe.
Okay.
So that you've got something you're already doing.
What's the best date you've ever been on?
Oh God. I haven't. This is gonna be a really weird statement, but I haven't really been on dates.
Really?
No.
Do you think you close yourself off to it?
Well, my first partner, we started dating at. We didn't really date. We just started dating
Oh, straight into it.
at in COVID. So like we didn't really get any dates, and then obviously like we dated after that. But like first date wise, I've caught up with a few people very casually.
What's the worst
It
date you've
was,
ever been on, Hannah?
All right, so it was our second date actually. First date,
you gave
not
me
that
some.
bad.
Okay.
Obviously decent enough to see him again.
Yeah.
I was actually out for lunch with him, my mum,
Oh,
and my friend. He just happened to be. He was at the Pav. I was eating at the Tropic.
okay.
And he was at the Pav, and he knew I was in there, so he came in. I didn't care. Like, meeting my parents isn't a massive thing.
Sure.
I think for a lot of people, sometimes it's like, oh, I met
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you take the stigma out, it's like it's
my
all right.
parents are like meeting my mates. Like,
Yeah.
they've seen and heard it all. Like, they know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came sat with us. We were having drinks. Everything was really cool. We went over to the Pav. We were all hanging out. And my friend was like, Hannah, turn around. And he was making out with a girl next to me.
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
had a nightmare.
Yeah.
What? Why'd he do that?
I don't know if this man's thought I don't know. You tell me.
Did you chat to him?
Oh, no, I just.
Oh, you ghosted him.
Yep, that was
Fair
that.
enough. That's fair.
As good as done.
Right, what?
What an idiot.
Yeah,
Why?
super random, hey.
Is he trying to play mind games? Surely there's something else
Alpha
there.
move.
It didn't fucking work very well.
Wait, this will work.
Sigma mindset.
Wait, watch this, boys. Oh, fuck, mate. What are you doing?
You got Hannah Orval.
He's on his knees.
He clearly did me a favour, though. He let me know in the early days.
Yeah, what an
so-
idiot. I hope he listens to the podcast. You're an idiot.
You are
You
a
fumbled
fucking
that
idiot.
bag pretty hard.
But yeah, that was just. After that, I was like, fuck, I can't. What am I even doing? This dating game is no.
Dating game sucks, hey?
I hate it.
I honestly have. I saw someone pretty casually, but other than that, I could not be fucked with the whole thing.
Do you find, what about like ending? How do you end things?
How do you end things?
Yep. What's
As
your
in, like,
go-to? Send him a message.
Well, I've honestly never had to, except for
Oh,
old mate.
right. You just walked out.
Old mate just never heard from me again.
Okay. Fair enough.
Other
yeah.
than that, I've never seen anyone to end anything. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm a
Right.
rookie. You're gonna have to let me know.
I don't know. I'm asking so I can.
If
figure
I
it
was to
out.
start seeing someone and need to end it, what do I do?
Probably not the best guys to ask because we only get broken up with, I think.
Yeah.
Apart- yeah.
No,
Oh,
see,
is
see,
that
my
the case
issue
though?
is so the last couple of things I ended, they started being mean to me after I ended it because like they
Oh,
were
that's not
very
very
attractive.
nice.
So and they clearly hadn't been ended things with. So then I ended
It
things
was
with
their
them,
first time.
and they were like, "Oh fucking no, you're not."
Yeah, wasn't one allegedly hitting you?
Yeah, one she'd whack me pretty
what
hard.
the fuck?
Like my face and like hit my face. Or anyway, I could take it, but I was like, "Please stop doing that. I can't."
We
That's
won't be
bizarre.
pressing charges,
No,
but
no, we
Are
won't.
you sure you don't want to think about it?
Yeah, no, it's all good.
I'll come
It's-
with you. That shit
This
should
is
not
my-
be
I've seen
okay.
your boxing.
My favourite.
I'm not getting in the way of
Get her
Hannah.
in there.
Get me in the ring.
What about you, Gav? Have you had any bad dating stories?
Well, on the ending thing, I was gonna say I normally just get blocked. I don't know what it is, but
Maybe that's a girl thing. I did that.
Block.
okay, yeah, I just normally get
Blocked and
blocked,
I get the
everything.
block.
and then they'd call me when they're drunk, and
Oh, I've definitely done that too.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, that might be a girl thing.
Yeah, that's come on.
Oh well,
Oh, you've done
She's
that as
only
well.
human, mate.
She's only human.
Come on.
Yeah.
Bad stories, mainly like with the dinner and drinks thing. Just absolutely getting sent to the cleaners and scammed by girls wanting a good dinner and drinks out of me.
I hate
saw you
that this is a
coming.
thing. Like, I think girls do it on purpose. I would never.
She sees him with the car and the American Express, and
I honestly, like, I'm on some kind of, like, side of TikTok where girls openly talk about it too.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Can't be fucked, but I'll go on 3 dates a week just for
Really?
free dinner.
It's too stressful to like just
I
go
don't know how
on
they-
for.
I'd rather buy my own
I would
fucking
rather
dinner than have
buy
to
my
put myself
own.
through the date.
Yeah, if you really need it, like get up and run if you have
the
to.
thing
But
is,
I'm
it's
not.
bloody traumatized me to the point where even if I do love this girl, I don't want to take her out for dinner because I'm worried I'm going to get scammed.
Yeah, there were a few dates there where you were splitting the bill early days.
Yeah, when I had no money.
Yeah.
Still have no money, but
I'm happy to split the bill. I didn't see
What do
the
you think of
ish.
that?
I didn't see the ish.
I could never.
As in, like, you could never let me split it with you?
Nah, not on
Or
a first
you-
date. Like, how do you
okay.
go? How do you go through the process?
Oh, God. See, this is enough to make me not want to go on a date. Like,
very
the ending
anxious.
of we finished dinner.
Oh,
And it's
the
like-
payment. Yeah.
Do one of us ask for the bill? Or, like, you going to go? Like,
I
do
think
we
you just
talk
need to have
about
a lot
it?
of
Like,
yeah.
it's just like, that. Literally, thinking about that is enough for me to be like, not worth going.
Yeah, I think it's got to have a lot of execution, doesn't it? Like conviction with it. Like, yeah, I'll get the bill,
Like, if
and then you
he's
get
not,
the bill.
yeah, if
you
he's
know?
confident to just be like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
paying all goods.
But if you're sitting there,
If he's waiting for me to pay and I'm waiting for him to pay and no one wants to say let's split it, it's just like,
I feel like now, especially for you and I, Louis, like I personally don't go on many dates anymore. If I am asking a girl on a date, like it means something to me. So I've already said to myself, like, I'm going to pay for this one. It's an investment. Like, I'm
Yeah.
happy to cover it. No questions asked. You make that decision early on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you can't come at that with like a transactional nature either. Like just because you're
Yeah.
paying for the bill doesn't mean you're getting anything, obviously, which is
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Goes
obviously.
without saying.
God.
Obviously. If you pay, yeah.
I like that's a nice way to look at it though.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. Dating's scary.
dating's fucked.
I hate dating. Dating's a lot easier though when you have a few more Instagram followers. I tell you what, Hannah, I got about 200,000
you just
200,000
have the
Instagram
girls
followers.
throwing themselves at you now, don't you?
Not throwing themselves, but there's certainly
Pretty
more
close.
interest.
Pretty close, to be
Certainly more
honest,
interest.
Hannah.
It's a lot easier.
Mine, on the
Yeah,
other
what
hand,
used to be
it's tumbleweeds. So,
Hey, same. It's all gravy.
yeah.
No, it's not. Come off it.
It is.
Yeah, but you'd have
I
people
have a pretty
messaging
dry
you.
phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Surely you get some weird DMs from guys.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
always
yeah.
the fucking random like.
How gross are some people?
Oh.
What happened to you?
Oh. And it's like I don't want that. Like what? Why are you so confident to think that I want
What's
that?
the like classic, most frequent Hannah Orval like gross DM you receive? If you filter by keyword, like what's the highest volume one you're receiving?
Click to see message or like image.
Oh, nothing worse. Also pretty hilarious.
Oh, they are. They're a good gag.
Yeah.
But it's like
it's pretty funny.
Clicked. That's yeah. I've unfortunately received a few of those, and it's
Oh, you
ruined my
have?
day. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's
Yeah,
traumatized.
pretty
not fun.
scary. It's good fun as well. I think a problem shared is a problem halved. So I'd open it with my mates.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Ready?
you open it.
We're all going to therapy, fellas.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I saw her heartbeat.
Oh yeah. No, I've received like ones
Oh,
from
you-
guys and girls, bro.
I've never heard that before.
It's a classic. He loves it.
You like that one?
When we're at the beach, it's like, oh, geez, there's not much to that bikini. I saw her heartbeat. You can see
I
her
like that you use
breakfast.
that one.
I don't.
Breakfast is a go-to. I feel like that's an OG.
Yeah.
The heartbeat, that's
She was
more-
wearing the by Hannah Orval bikini as
Yeah.
well.
No, there's more coverage on those.
Yeah.
There's not.
Oh, no, there's not. Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's all right.
there you go.
Here for the tan lines on the Goldie.
Oh, and some very attractive women as well,
On the inside and out, mate.
obviously.
Yeah, there's
Disclaimer.
Beautiful, beautiful hearts up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all I got.
Do you?
Yeah, that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
Let me rack my brain.
Shaking it up.
No, that's all. Do you have anything else you want to say?
That
Hannah?
was very funny. He looked at the time. He's like, "No, I don't have any more
Get
time
her
to
out.
waste. Just
Get
drop
her
off.
out.
We're good."
Come on.
If you want to find Hannah Orval, you can probably type in Hannah Orval. If you've somehow heard of us but not Hannah Orval, like, what's actually wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, well, we win.
Or girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, we win.
Yeah.
This guy, he's like, they've heard of me.
Yeah, come
Look
on.
up Hannah Orval.
Surely.
She is very good.
Yeah,
I like talking to her.
she's a good
Aw,
one.
that was so nice.
That was actually really fun. Thank you,
Yeah.
Hannah.
Thanks
This
for
is
coming
on.
one of the
having
more
me.
fun podcasts I've done, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was
Well
such
done.
a beautiful compliment.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
You're
Top
welcome.
100
I'm
fun
gonna go-
potties.
Yeah.
Write it in my notes.
Yeah, do. Affirmations
remind
today.
myself, yeah.
Great work. All right,
Yeah.
well, thanks to everyone for
Awesome.
listening. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
guys.
time.